Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel Creative Grandma. It's Stitch of the Week time, and this week I have a super easy stitch pattern. This is Stitch of the Week number 113. It's called the Bud Stitch. It's a 1-row repeat. It has a simple multiple of 2, and this is what I call a TV watching stitch. Something that you can just work on without even thinking. It has a fun little bit of texture to the pattern. This is what the front looks like, and when you turn it over, the back looks the same as the front. So it's a gorgeous pattern no matter what side the pattern is on, the front or the back. Now this first sample, I used the Lion Brand Yarns Landscape yarn, and I used the color Boardwalk. This is color 201AZ. Now I'm not sure if this color is still available. Now I like using this yarn. It just has really pretty stitch definition when you make something with this yarn. So that is my first sample. Now my second sample, I used a cream color. This is the Premier Basics. It's a yarn that I use a lot, so let me just show you the yarn real quick. It's the Premier Basics. It's a number 4 medium worsted weight yarn. It's a very soft acrylic, and it's a very affordable acrylic if you're looking for value yarns. So I always like to make that white or cream colored sample, and you can really see how pretty this stitch pattern is with the solid color. Just a beautiful subtle texture to the pattern. So that is the front, and when you turn it over, that's the back. So my third sample, I used a multicolor, and this sample here was made using I Love This Cotton. Now this is sold at Hobby Lobby, so if you like this yarn, that's where you're going to find it. I just love rainbow colors, and when I seen this, I just thought it was really pretty, and I wasn't sure how it would work up. So this is how it works up. And I thought this would be a pretty pattern for a dishcloth, because this is what it would look like if you're using this yarn and you wanted to make a dishcloth. Now, this is too wide for a dishcloth, but I just thought it had a really pretty look. This is the front, and when you turn it over, this is the back. Now, for this stitch pattern, I think the white, the solid color, really shows off this pattern of how pretty it is. And I always try to remind everyone, think about weddings or christenings. If you want to make a little baby blanket, this is a beautiful pattern. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using the I Love This Cotton, and I am using the color 360 Eastern Nova. And I'm using the recommended hook size on the label. When you look at the label, it's going to say an I9, and that is exactly what this pattern will look like when you use that yarn and a size I9 hook. So grab your yarn, look on the yarn label, use the recommended hook size, and let's get started. I have my yarn attached to my hook, and I just tie a double knot. A double knot is where you just tie your yarn around your hook in a knot and then tie a second knot. Now you can join your yarn on your hook using whichever way you prefer, and I just tell people I do it this way because this is how my gram taught me. So this stitch pattern is a multiple of 2, so I'm going to go ahead and chain 14. You don't need a big chain to learn this stitch. So let's begin. You're going to yarn over the hook, pull it through the loop, and this creates your first chain. The loop on your hook does not count as a chain. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So now, since we have our 14 chains made, now if you want to work on a larger project, then just keep adding in multiples of 2 chain till you get your chain to the width you want. To begin row 1, we're going to skip this first chain. Now all my crochet tutorials are using USA crochet terms. So skip the first chain, insert into the second chain, yarn over and pull through that chain. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You just made a single crochet. We're going to single crochet into the next chain, and I just go under the top loop. Yarn over, pull through that chain. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now we're going to start our repeat. We're going to skip the next chain, insert into the next chain, work a single crochet. Now we're going to work a double crochet back into that same chain. Yarn over the hook, insert into that same chain, yarn over and pull back through. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops only, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's how you make a double crochet, and that is the end of the repeat. Let's do the repeat again. Skip the next chain, insert into the next chain, work a single crochet. Now you're going to work a double crochet back into that same chain. And that is the end of the repeat. Let's do it again. Skip the next chain, insert into the next chain, work a single crochet. Double crochet back into that same chain. And that is the end of the repeat. We're going to repeat that across our chain until we get to the last 3 chains. So let's continue. You're going to skip the next chain, insert into the next chain, work a single crochet, and then double crochet back into that same chain. So when you look at your work, you're going to have 3 stitches remaining. Now, if you're working on a wider project, then go ahead and continue and skip the next chain and then work a single crochet and double crochet into the next chain until you get over to the last 3 chains. So to end the row, we're going to skip the next chain, and we're going to work 1 single crochet in each of the last 2 chains. So let's finish the row, skip the next chain, insert into the next chain, work a single crochet. Single crochet into that very last chain across the row. So row 1 is finished. And now we're ready to begin row 2. So row 2 is going to be our repeat row that we're going to work over and over again until you get your project to the length you want. So let's go ahead and begin row 2. For row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. The beginning chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're going to work a half double crochet into the first stitch. To work a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert under the top 2 loops of the first stitch, yarn over and pull back through. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's how you do a half double crochet. I'll show you one more time. You're going to yarn over, insert into that next stitch, yarn over and pull back through. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So for this row, we start with 2 half double crochets, and then we work our repeat of a single and double crochet in each double crochet stitch across, and then we end the row with 2 half double crochet into the last 2 stitches. So let's go ahead and start our repeat. You're going to insert into the very next stitch, which is the double crochet, and work 1 single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, and work a double crochet. You're going to skip that next single crochet, and that is the end of the repeat. Let's do the repeat again. Insert into the next stitch, which is a double crochet stitch, going under the top 2 loops, work a single crochet, yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, and work a double crochet. and then you're going to skip that next single crochet. Let's do the repeat again. Insert into the next stitch, which is the double crochet stitch, work a single crochet, yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, work a double crochet. You're going to skip the next single crochet, and that is the end of the repeat. So let's do the repeat again. Insert into the next stitch, which is the double crochet stitch, insert under the top 2 loops, and work a single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, work a double crochet. And then you're going to skip the next single crochet. If you're working on a wider project, then go ahead and continue, and you're going to work a single crochet, double crochet into that next stitch, which is a double crochet stitch, and then you're going to skip the next single crochet. You're going to repeat that across your row until you get to the last 2 stitches. Now when you look at your work, remember you skipped this stitch here, so when it says work across to the last 2 stitches, don't let this confuse you when you see 3 stitches, because you skipped this in your last repeat. So now to end the row, we're going to work 1/2 double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. Yarn over, you already skipped the single crochet, insert into the next stitch, work a 1/2 double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the last stitch, and remember, go under the top 2 loops, work a 1/2 double crochet. So row 2 is the repeat row, and that's the row you're going to repeat over and over again. So let's go ahead and work row 2 again together. You're going to chain 1, and you're going to turn your work. You're going to skip that beginning chain 1, yarn over, insert into the first stitch, going under the top 2 loops, work a 1/2 double crochet. 1/2 double crochet into the next stitch. And now we're going to start our repeat. When we work our repeat, we're working into the double crochet stitches only across to the end of the row to the last 2 stitches. So let's begin the repeat. Insert into the next stitch, which is a double crochet stitch, work a single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same double crochet stitch, and work a double crochet. You're going to skip the next single crochet, and that is the end of the repeat. Let's do it again. You're going to insert into the next double crochet stitch and work a single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, work a double crochet. You're going to skip that next single crochet and start your repeat again. Insert into the next double crochet, work a single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, work a double crochet. You're going to skip the next single crochet and then do your repeat again. Insert into that next double crochet stitch, work a single crochet. Yarn over, insert back into that same stitch, work a double crochet. And then you're going to skip the next single crochet, and that is the end of the repeat, and you're over to your last 2 stitches. So if you're working on a wider project, then just continue and work a single crochet and a double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, skip the next single crochet, and then you're going to work that across to the last 2 stitches. And again, when you get to the end, you're going to have 3 stitches, but you skip this single crochet with your last repeat. So we're going to end the row by working 1/2 double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. Yarn over, you already skipped this stitch, insert into the next stitch, work a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the last stitch, and make sure you're going under the top 2 loops, work a half double crochet. And that is the end of row 3. So row 3 was done exactly the same as row 2. So now to continue practicing on your sample swatch, just repeat row 2 over and over until you get your project to the length you want. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's just a really super quick and easy pattern. It has just enough texture to just make it stand out and have a beautiful look. So that is the multicolor. This is the solid white sample again. And then this is a self-striping using that Lion brand yarn. Now remember, all my Stitch of the Week patterns are free. You can go to my website, creativegrandma.net, click on the Stitch of the Week banner, scroll down until you see stitch 113. Just click on the name of the stitch you want to download, and then that pattern will come up and you can print it or download it right to your computer. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the crochet fun here on Creative Grandma's channel. So until next time, happy crocheting, everyone.